Beastars is about a gray wolf named Legoshi who decides to fight a bear because he ate his alpaca friend. It goes pretty terribly, but his dear friend kind of helps. I guess the Shishigumi are doing well, except they're having a problem with someone stealing elephant tusks. Somewhere else in the black market, Legoshi has been training, and now knows how to take out several different species. At least he doesn't completely suck at fighting now. He even gets to see how Gohin helps meat addicts.
You never turn your patients in, even if they've devoured somebody.
Punishing my patients won't solve anything. Any carnivore can recover if they really try.
Back at the school, Teo visits Kibi since he's suspended, and I guess Kibi's arm is getting better. Great. The Shishigumi found who's been stealing elephant tusks, and turns out it's Legoshi, except he's trying to stop whoever really is stealing the tusks. But freaking Aesop here is such a heartless asshole, he assumes Legoshi is sneaking off to the black market to eat meat because that lines up with his character, and brings it back to the lion's den. At least Legoshi has a cover.
My name is Haruo. I'm 27 years old and I work night.
Haruo, go ahead and eat your fill.
I can't eat this. I don't mean to be rude, but you see, I'm a large fox. So the only thing I can eat is fried tofu.
This pisses Louis off, so he eats a piece of meat in front of him, then they go outside to have a talk, where Louis realizes that he was wrong, but not that he was an asshole. Then they talk about Haru for some reason, and Legoshi tells him about his training and he tries to get Louis to leave with him. I may like Louis better as the boss of the Shishigumi, but I really don't see what he stands to gain from staying. It just seems like he's putting his life at risk. But Louis says no and sticks his lions on him, because he wants to stay. So like a psycho, Legoshi grabs Louis, tells him he found who killed Tem, and jumps off the balcony.
Damn it! The psycho jumped!
See, even they think he's a psycho. The next day, back at school, everyone is talking about how much better Kibi is doing.
Maybe I should pay him a visit myself.
Great idea. You know, it's not fair that Tao got suspended.
They did what they had to. Being so careless around an herbivore is one of the worst things the carnivore can do.
This pisses Legoshi off, so he breaks a light and freaks out at Riz in front of everyone. But Riz just eggs him on.
Keeping your emotions in check is Carnivore 101. I guess that your soul is just inferior to mine.
To be fair, what is Riz going to do? Kibi's in an infirmary with a lot of people around. Like, what can Riz do? Plus, he did help when Kibi got hurt. I don't see why Legoshi gets so mad about this. Then Pina causes a distraction and makes Legoshi apologize. After club, Legoshi and Pina talk about what happened, and Riz breaks the staff, because that doesn't seem suspicious at all. I mean, how many club members could break a staff this thick? Turns out Riz's favorite hobby is cooking, although I don't find that very surprising. The only problem is that he somehow lost his sense of taste after eating Tem. Anyway, Haru wants to talk to Legoshi because she's still worried about Louis, although he's fine. Why is everyone so worried about this damn deer? And starts crying about it. Later on, Pina's in the bathroom when Riz randomly shows up, where he tells Pina to tell Legoshi to leave him alone or he'll eat both of them. Then this crazy person bites Pina's finger, except he didn't actually bite it and then leaves.
My bad. Bye.
Was that a threat? What was that? Anyway, at the black market, Ibuki gives Free a gun to shoot him in case he ever tries to eat Louis, because I'm sure that won't be used later. At the school library, Pina tells Legoshi what Riz did, and this dumbass decided it was a good idea to leave Riz a note to meet him somewhere as a trap. So Legoshi freaks out and gets a letter from Riz's locker, except Riz catches him, so now I guess they're gonna fight. I'm sure that'll go well for Legoshi. But Riz's muscle suppressants start giving him a migraine. Legoshi notices, grabs his honey, and throws it out the window. Dick. Seriously, what is going on with Riz's eyes? They start fighting, but then Riz decides it's a better idea to go fight somewhere else. So freaking Riz here just... Wait, that's literally Riz. That's literally... Yeah. So literally Riz here grabs Legoshi by the throat and drags him across campus to the showers. And they start fighting by Legoshi ripping Riz's chest open. What the hell? You know, with how many times they mentioned Legoshi's grandpa at this point, you think they would have done something with him by now. Anyway, they're fighting and...
Anyone in there?
Riz, don't!
Oh, hello, ma'am. We won't be long. Would you mind waiting?
Fine. But don't take all day.
Sorry again. Guess we should get out of here. Let's clean up this blood.
You know what? I kind of like this guy as a villain. Anyway, I guess they're done fighting now, but Legoshi gets pissed and decides they're gonna fight on New Year's Eve. Wasn't there a snake security guard or something? Also, if only Legoshi knew someone who constantly deals with this type of thing on a daily basis. Whatever, Legoshi wants to feel closer to Riz, so he decides to eat a bug alive, because I guess that's equivalent to eating an animal? So he eats it and goes through this acid trip where the moth talks to him and basically tells him to respect life or something. Even going is like, what the hell? But it caused his fur to grow back, so I guess it was worth it. What a surprise, Riz isn't taking his medicine again, because I'm sure going on and off it constantly is great for him. So that's great. Back at the black market, Louie's at a bar with Ibuki when Legoshi comes in dressed as a woman to disguise himself.
Please don't make this into a scene, Louie darling.
What the hell? Anyway, he tells Louie Riz is the culprit and that they're gonna fight on New Year's Eve.
Huh? Just call the goddamn police.
Oh my god, Louie said something I agree with. God damn it, why am I starting to like this character? But seriously, if a mob boss is telling you to call the police, maybe it's time to call the police. And Legoshi wants Louie to be there.
I'll be waiting! Don't be! I'm not going!
What the hell is going on? Back at the school, Pina is trying to get Riz to talk to him about the night he ate Tem, which upsets Riz because he's secretly filming it. Yeah, if you're gonna secretly film someone's confession, maybe don't put the camera at their eye level. If the entire point of the series is based around who ate Tem, what are they gonna do after Riz? Anyway, Legoshi thinks of his friends and how sad they'd be if he died on his way to fight Riz. Well, I guess Pina's dead because Riz wanted Legoshi to not hold back. Seriously, why with the eyes? And Louie is leaving the Shishigumi so he can go help Legoshi. Couldn't he just stay with them and have this be like a field trip or something? Anyway, Ibuki gets upset and convinces Louie to go for a drive with him, and drives him into a dark tunnel and attempts to eat him. But Free comes in and shoots Ibuki. God damn it, couldn't he just been happy that Louie was gonna be dead?
He made me promise to do it.
He did what?
In case he lost it and tried to eat you.
Ibuki would never have done anything of the sort.
He literally just did. But Free tells Louie to leave and that he'll kill him if he ever comes back. Back at the fight, Legoshi figures out that Pina is actually still alive, so it's time to fight.
I built this archive of scents, specifically for the animals I want to protect.
Okay, Shao Kahn. That was gross. Was that for Patrick Seitz not being an 11? The eye thing, screw it. They fight, but since Legoshi sucks at fighting, he gets his ass kicked. Then Riz decides it's confession time.
You've been right all along. Eating Tem wasn't about friendship. In the end, it really was just a mindless devouring.
Then they just stop and have a conversation. And Legoshi decides, I don't even know, that they're gonna be friends now? But Riz is like, screw that, and launches him across the room. Riz is about to kill Legoshi, but Louie comes in and saves him. So he tries to kill Louie, but Legoshi comes in and ruins it. Meanwhile, Pina escaped and called the cops. And Legoshi and Louie got away from Riz and talk. Legoshi wants to go back and finish the fight with Riz, but Louie doesn't want him to, so he starts crying over the thought of losing another friend. Wait, is he actually learning a lesson? Anyway, Louie gets the idea that Legoshi needs to eat his leg in order to get strong enough to win a fight against Riz. At least he's finally keeping his promise from earlier. Well, this freaking psycho did it, and he and Riz kind of start fighting again, but then Riz realizes he was wrong about how he feels about Tem, and just goes, I'm done, and they stop fighting. And Louie has something to say.
I don't need to tell you that what you did is unforgivable. But please forgive me for not recognizing your loneliness.
Okay, first, thanks for messing up that parallel. Second, that's not an apology. That's telling Riz to do something. He could have at least said, I'm sorry. At least he almost learned a lesson. Then the police come to arrest Riz. They also arrested Legoshi and marked him as a devourer offender, even though Louie literally told him to do it. Seems kind of messed up, but whatever. So this convinces Legoshi of this great idea.
I think I'm gonna quit school.
What?
Fantastic. I'm sure that won't backfire on him later. The last third wraps everything up pretty well. I do think Pina's an idiot for trying to bait Riz, especially because it almost got him killed. And some of Legoshi's choices just baffle me. Like getting mad at Riz for saying he wants to visit Kibby. I get why Legoshi doesn't want him to, but what harm is he gonna do in an infirmary filled with witnesses? Or insisting on fighting Riz? I understand he wants to help him without getting him in legal trouble, but he doesn't seem to see the obvious solution. He can at least offer to take Riz to Going's clinic and get him help that way, and if Riz says no, I guess then fight. But he just never offers, he just goes straight to fighting. I guess he is a teenager if you want to use that as an excuse. I find it odd that Louis completely left the Shishigumi in order to watch Legoshi fight. I know he didn't want to be seen as running away from his problems, but he could have at least said he was dealing with a personal matter and went back after and used the lessons he learned to improve the black market in a better way. I also wish they wrote Louis' apology in a better way. It was supposed to show that Louis had learned a new appreciation for carnivores and recognized how he had mistreated them, but it comes off as just another example of him telling carnivores what to do. The voice acting is excellent. Jonah Scott is still great as Legoshi. Every emotion Legoshi goes through sounds believable. Whether he's just talking, or he's happy, or sad, you can easily hear what emotions he's going through. His growls and yells sound great also, and the voice he does when Legoshi is disguised as a woman is hilarious. Haley McKee is really good as Pina. I know I called this character annoying, but he's supposed to be annoying, with his arrogant attitude and the way he just does whatever he wants, and Kaylee does a great job portraying that. She's also really good at showing Pina's nervousness and fear around Riz. Patrick Seitz is fantastic as Riz. I must admit, I wasn't sure how I felt about him voicing Riz when he first announced it, since I know him best as voicing Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, except for 11, but he nails the voice. He sounds almost exactly the way you would expect a young bear to sound, with the low, almost goofy voice. He also shows his range with portraying Riz's ignorance of what he did, and he can sound intimidating when Riz is angry or frustrated. The animation is fantastic overall. There are some things in the last third of the season that bother me though. I see they still don't have temples for the glasses, but that's just a small gripe because it seems like a once you see it you can't unsee it type of thing, so you're welcome for that. Riz's eyes changing when he's angry bother me. It's just such an odd choice to have his eyes change so dramatically. I understand the logic behind it. Bears have relatively small eyes and the character designers wanted to keep that aspect, but it makes it harder to portray emotions, so they gave him larger eyes to better show his anger and frustration. But I feel they didn't need to do that, especially because there are times when Riz is angry and his eyes stay small and it looks great, and there are times when they show he can still look intimidating with his regular eyes too. Well, looks like we're done with the Thames Devourer story of the series, but I'm sure they'll find a new villain who's even crazier, and maybe introduce a plot point that got skipped. If you want to see an uncensored version of this video, or any of my other videos, check out my Patreon. If not, I appreciate you watching my video here too. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff, and thanks for watching.